frustration of life. It is not the result of what you are getting or what you are not getting. The frustration of life is when you have it but you are not able to enjoy it, that's the problem. So whatever you have, whatever is there on your dish, enjoy it. Choose the best out of whatever you have, enjoy it. Try to make the best out of the worst, even if it is worst, and enjoy it. Feel the feelings. Separate feeling for the present moment. As and when you are focused on there, you will be calm. You stay in happiness, whatever is happening to you. And this is the heart of spirituality as well. But I don't care today for spirituality. I just care for my happiness, for my life. I am spending my each and every seconds. And I am in autopilot mode. Everything is happening to me. I am sitting on the table, I am eating the food. Even you close my eyes, I can complete my food. This is how the whole system works. Let me give you one more example. I was in one of the area of Gujarat, the rural area, and there was a system in south of India where they make a dosa, the rice bread, and they make it very good. People like it very much. Even you hear over in, I don't know in Atlantic City or not, but I'm sure in New Jersey there were many restaurants for the South Indian food. So basic content is dosa. I went to one of the rural area, and when I went there are many people with me, and everyone was like, we all were eating moong, that means green beans, from last 8 days. So out of that, one person was sitting next to me, and he was frustrated with the eating moong. He was not happy because I forcefully I don't give any food other than green beans. So there is no option for him to eat anything else or go in the market. Going in market is again not allowed. So he was sitting next to me, and in rural area, particularly in that rural area, the people make a rice bread differently. It is called rice no rotlo. They make it, and when they make that food, they don't make it like dosa. They make it totally separate way. They don't make any liquid with that or any chutneys with that. So we were sitting, and suddenly the rice bread came in. The rice bread, I mean the one which we are eating, the rotla, the rice rotla or the dosa, both look same. If you are looking at it, you might see, oh, it is dosa. But it was not. If you taste it, you identified it is not dosa. The person sitting next to me, he was so excited. Like this. He was so, I can see the feeling. And then everyone said, now start eating. He said, what? Where is the sambar? Like the liquid with it. He said, what sambar? The person from the rural area said, what is sambar? He said, this is dosa, right? Then they explained, no, this is not dosa. This is a rice bread. And there are no things with that. You just have to eat with pickle. And then he started eating, and the pain of eating rice rotla is like unbearable. He was so frustrated. Even after eating, he said, this thing ruled my evening. Why? Because you expected something else. The came in, that is again look like the same, But when you were eating it, it was not the same. And now it's breaking the expectation, and as and when you are breaking the expectation, you are in pain. So what I am saying is, when you are breaking the expectation, even at that time you can stay in the present moment. It gives you a good taste, still you can stay in the present moment. So staying in a present moment will make you a happy person. Putting you in a past and putting you in a future will make you to calculate comparison, to do the comparison, or it will create expectations. When you reach at that stage of expectation, again there will be a new expectations, and the expectations will be going on. It is like hanging a carrot in front of the monkey or donkey. The donkey is walking, like I don't know what in here, but in India what happened, like you have the well, and well is like mechanical structure is designed in such a way that when the well have some one road in there and then mechanism, when you move that thing, the water will automatically come out and it will be gone in the farm, or you can save the water from the well, the water is coming out. Then the farmer joined the donkey with that and let the donkey start walking. So donkey have to walk in this way, round, 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 round. And every time farmer have to hit him, because he stopped working after some time, because he don't see any incentive over there. So then farmers decided to do one thing. What? On this area, on the chest area of the donkey, they place one stick with the rope and then hang the carrot over there. And then donkey start walking. Donkey said, oh, just 1 feet. Go. So when he reached to 1 feet, again it is going to 1 feet ahead. And by that way the whole well gonna empty, but the donkey is not gonna get the carrot. Same way, this is how the tendency of mind, we need to understand that tendency. I am not saying you stop everything, do this. No, I am saying do everything, but whatever you are doing, do it with your awareness, do with your chitta. Your chitta should be focusing on present moment. Your consciousness should be focusing on the present moment. You can change your focus. You can change your consciousness. As and when you change the scenarios, you are able to change the consciousness. As I said, I explained you earlier, I talk about puri. People say puri is a bread. But when I say the puri is a temple as well, then it changes your consciousness. Now the second time, if I say puri, you will think about temple as well, rather than just thinking about only bread. So this is what the changing your focus of consciousness. So you can put the focus on your present. As I said earlier, I don't care what the spiritual benefit of this, but the main benefit of a person is to live in present is happy moments. Those will be the happy moments. Whatever you are doing, whatever is happening with you, whether it is a good, whether it is a bad, but everything will be a happy moments. Enjoy it. If your finger got cut and you start squeezing lemon, what happened? Pain, and then you cry, oh. So you are missing the pain. You don't understand now that what is the pain of putting a lemon on the cut. Experience it. When you experience it, you are done, you are calmed down, you are settled. So I'm not saying do that, but if anything happen like that, because this is our life, there might be a good thing, there might be a bad thing, and this is how it works. So if it is happening like that way, experience it. Now, biggest challenge. As we trained our mind in such a way, we were not able to stay in present. Whatever you try, let's say you are at the age of 45. So you train your mind to not to stay in present for 45 years. It's a long training. So you have to change the training. Now you understand what is the importance of the time. Time is going. You have to be aware each and every moment. So what to do? You have to change the focus. Rather than focusing on future, rather than, like I've seen many people, in the night they were not able to sleep. Before they sleep, there was a thought session for 3 hours. Let's say you go for a sleep around 11. So all the thoughts for a day, all the important things and everything will be starting at 11 and staying there with you for 2 or 3. And then after you will be in a sleep. So your actual sleep will be only 3 hours. And then you go to the work and you feel sleep there because you didn't sleep in the night. You understand what I am saying? Because you are not sleeping at night, that's why you have to sleep in the morning in the job. Now in the job you are talking about sleeping. But when you go to home, what happened? Again circle. So what is this? This is a restlessness situation. You are not able to take rest. Why? Because you don't understand that you have to stay in present. Whatever your problems were, whatever big your problems were, but this is the time for you to sleep. Even if you think about those, you are not able to do anything while sleeping. So you are going to sleep, then sleep. Do whatever 100%. If you are sleeping, sleep 100%. If you are eating, eat 100%. You crying, cry 100%. Make it a full of satisfaction. So that you don't require to cry again. You don't require to sleep again in the office. But for that purpose, this is a difficult scenario I am talking about. It is very easy to explain, but it is very hard to practice it. Now, for that purpose, the culture, I assume each and every culture, created one solution for us. But as I am from India and I know the Hindu culture, so I am explaining about that. People ask to put the temple in the house, picture of God in the house, something like this. See, okay, these are the 2 Rakis, but this is a rope. This is a simple rope. When you do any of the pujas, any of the rituals, they tie it on your hand. And when they tie it on your hand, they says, now this is what you have to focus. You have to focus. You are sitting in rituals. So focus in rituals. Don't think about what you do after rituals. One of my guy, he was sitting in marriage. The marriage was going on, and then he was waiting for the marriage because he was marrying the girl he likes from last 3 years. And there was many obstacles, there was many problems, and later on, mother and father of both boy and girl convinced, and they are ready for marriage. So marriage is one of the biggest event for him. So each and every second of marriage should be experienced. I'm waiting for last 3 years. So when he was sitting in a marriage hall and in the all rituals were going on, he waited there for 1 hour and 1.5 hours and 2 hours, and then later on he asked the person, the priest, one question: how long this gonna stay? How long the marriage is gonna stay? Like the rituals are gonna stay for how long? I'm tired. He was thinking about something else. He was thinking that, oh, I am hungry, I want to go and get food, and this person not letting me hungry. In Indian ritual, the reality is, when you are in marriage, everyone is coming to your marriage, they will be eating everything, whatever they like, and the bride, and I mean the couple, they don't eat up to the end of marriage. So they have to stay hungry. So now where their focus is? Food. So he asked the question, when this gonna end? Then the priest said, oh, this is a marriage process, you have to follow the flow. Now there are another 4 hours to go. So what? A marriage experience and everything is gone. So this is what I am saying. The system of mind we created, see, again I am repeating. The default structure of mind is to stay in present, but we created a system from experiencing of last 45 years that we don't have to stay in present. We created a scenario where we stay in past or we stay in future, but we never ever try to stay in present. So for that purpose, there are the things which you have to understand. The logical word of that is abhigyan, which is called, it's an Indian word. I'm going to explain you. Abhigyan. I'm going to explain it to you with example. There was a morning, and in the morning there were boy and girl, like husband and wife. Husband was sitting at his office and wife is sitting at her office. Now wife is talking to her friend. Oh, yesterday night it was so amazing. Then her friend says, why? Oh, I went home and my husband was standing outside the home. He was not in. He was waiting for